Next up, I'm headed to London to try and make that my home base for traveling around Europe. But that didn't go so well. So let me tell you a little story. I'm the MadTraveler. I'm traveling the world, and this is my adventure. I left Spain and went back to London through Paris and then Dublin. Upon arriving in London, I planned to make the city my home base and then fly out from there to explore the rest of Europe. London has cheap direct flights to basically every city in Europe, so it seemed like a good idea. Though expensive, I figured this would actually save me money and allow me to have some semblance of a normal life. Whatever the hell that is. So, I found a couple people looking for a flat in a hostel in which I was staying and teamed up with them. It took us 2 or 3 weeks just to find a place that was £600 a month per room per person. So not the cheapest city. But we did manage to get an apartment. And as we settled into our new home, we soon realized a few things. Mainly that this was not the London that we had all heard about. Well, where we lived, there was no English breakfast, no crumpets, no fish and chips. No one sounded like Sherlock Holmes, that's for certain. In fact, in our area, almost no one even spoke English. The men wore robes, the women covered their faces, most signs were in Arabic, the food was halal, and there was a mosque across the street. It was surreal to be in the United Kingdom, in one of the most famous cities in the world, but to feel like we were in an Arab country almost. Yeah, the tourism board for London doesn't show any of that. But we had a place to live, and we were happy enough. However, things are never so simple, it seems. One day, as I was home alone, writing on my laptop, 3 men came into the apartment. Now, I'm not one to take it sitting down, so I promptly escorted them the hell out of my home. The problem, though, as I later learned, was that not only was this not our home anymore, after only maybe a month, but it wasn't even the landlord's. The people who sublet the flat to us apparently didn't even have permission to do that in the first place. But that didn't really matter since the actual landlord and presumptive owner had lost the house to the bank and then promptly skipped town back to Pakistan, conveniently forgetting to tell all of the tenants. Everyone in the house basically had a freak-out moment, not having any idea what to do, and I, the only person having dealt with something even remotely similar to this, decided I didn't want the stress of not knowing if my stuff would still be there after I returned from a trip back to Spain. Basically, it was a bit of a clusterfuck. This, combined with the statement the border agent at Stansted made to me upon my arrival in London, which is that I would not be allowed back to the UK for quite some time if I left again, due to the fact that they thought I could be a drug smuggler, had the effect of me not coming back to London for quite some time. So much for that normal life thing. Well, I had some fun experiences in London, including a weird party with a bouncy castle for adults, and a rugby sevens game that seemed more like an animal preserve gone wild than anything else. But all in all, my mission to live there failed. Miserably. So now it is time to continue constant traveling. I hope I can get used to it. Next up in this video series, I'll be heading to Barcelona, one of the few cities that I was actually scared to visit. Wait, don't go just yet. Make sure to hit that big subscribe button below so you can follow the journey. Tell me what you think about the video in the comments, and if you liked it, hit the like button and give me a thumbs up.